Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I don't know. Should we get on to, why don't we get on YouTube Help while we're on the show and see what they say, all right? What's going on, freaks? There's a second, I'm trying to get the YouTube Help and see what they say. It might be useful if I'm live while it's happening, then they can see it. Alright, there we go. So I've got YouTube over here. Let's see what they'll say. It's great. I'm not buffering. What do you mean buffering? Let me share the video. All right, let's see. Yeah, see how all your names like Northeast or whatever. What do you mean what? No. What does that mean? What? No. What does that mean? Yeah, like Natalie's not there. Right, that's what we're saying is like the names are totally different. I sent him the link to the live stream. He goes, send me a screenshot. No, I don't want to. I sent you. God, these people, they're like robots. It's just unbelievable. That's them talking. crazy. All right, I'm sending him a screenshot. So what do you think's going on with that? By the way, for those of you out there, a lot of you that are here right now, why didn't you watch the last stream that we just had with Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick on? She's about one of the most interesting people you're ever going to meet. But because it didn't say Koberger, you guys didn't show up. Not cool, not cool. All right, hold on. I got to send this. Yeah, doesn't that suck? YB 1962? I don't even know what to call you guys because your names aren't what they're supposed to be. All right. Well, it's not really a nickname. It's like the name that you're given, and then you change your name to. Let me see what they say. I don't know who some of you are. Yeah. Okay, they're typing. They always give you the worst advice. Like, now we're going to send you some documents, and if you could please go out and, you know, try to make sure. No. It's not me. It's you. Your end. It's not mine. They always say, you know, they always say this every time. I understand you're contacting us after I've already talked to them for 20 minutes about different names in your live stream. I know how important this is to you, they always say. Let me share this with you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be no help at all. I have little hope that what you are about to tell me will help. Yeah, I mean, Lady of Cali, that's your name. And he says, upon checking your channel, we cannot see any technical issues. This appears to be working as intended. It's not. It isn't correct. I mean, yours is Lady of Cali, but Lisa Valenzuela isn't. Paulette Leonard's isn't. They said it's normal to see different names on your live stream since they have their own usernames. Well, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh man, this is crazy. Are they trying to use like AI or something in these conversations? I'm going to use Natalies as an example to this clown. It's just not even, it's just... I'm going to have him give me a supervisor. I mean, this is just ridiculous. He keeps saying, I mean, listen to these responses. Stuff like, please know that what you are seeing is their channel handle, and that is perfectly fine because that is their choice. We cannot control them as well. Your video is working as intended, and you're talking to a human specialist. Well, I don't appear to be because the names aren't showing up as they intended and are typing that in the chat if you would take the time to go read it. So now, you know, finally when I said, everyone's name is chat is not their intended name. After he kept telling me, then he goes, oh, I understand. Let me transfer your concern to my supervisor. They'll get back to you here on chat shortly. I asked for the supervisor 20 minutes ago. These people are crazy, man. Oh, and thanks up there to Natalie. All right, so now I got a supervisor on. Let's see if they're any different. They all just talk like robots. They say the same thing back every single time. It's like, yeah, they're using the name of the channel, not the one that you wanted to be used. Right? So like if you go to YouTube appears to be using the @ symbol and the, you know, internal channel name, not the name that the users want to be visible. For example, Natalie now shows at NE 777. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, but it's like, that's not what people want. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm Oni. That's not Oni1. I mean, that's not... are you talking about the Oni, like from a few years back, regarding all these different cases? Or I guess it's Omi, not Oni. Yeah, they always say, they always say the same thing, Natalie. Wow, we're sorry for your frustration. Everything seems to be working. Thanks for sharing your concern. I just got from the supervisor. Oh boy, here we go. Not feeling good about this. Yeah, but that's not your name though. And I don't even know what your names are anymore. I mean, I recognize, like for example, when your name pops up, I'm going, oh yeah, I know who that, I mean, I've talked to you. But now there are these other names that aren't familiar. Let me check this one for you. Okay. I'm going to say, please don't come back and tell me everything is working fine. Go watch the live stream and see the comments. They are all saying it's not correct. Right there. Yeah, but you don't come in. That's not how your name appears. But listen, I don't want people in here pretending that this is normal, okay? It's not. To display. Oh, is that what it says? Okay, you got something that says that, Bubblyum? Okay, let me copy what you just typed. And see what they say. Send me that notification. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that seems like the most logical answer, probably. Yeah. And thanks for the people on the previous stream helping us get to the minimum goal for the night. So if you're on this stream and you want to help support the channel, we could do that too. I'm just trying to make something work this month, man. It's like been really trying. Hey, by the way, what's amazing, you guys? The Blazers, Portland Trail Blazers, 2 days ago drafted They had the 11th pick in the draft, and they traded for the 16th pick and got a first-round draft choice, and then 2 second-round picks, and they still got the 16th pick, and they used it to get a guy that was projected to go in the second round, but they thought there was 2 other teams that they actually heard about were going to get this person earlier, and it was a guy from China named Yang Hansen. I mean, amazing to have a last name Hansen. I don't know how that happened, but he's 7'1", and my God, I think he might be incredibly good at some point. Hey, thanks, Natalie. He's got like Jokic type passes, you know, like crazy, and he's really confident, amazing footwork and stuff. And we'll see, man. But everybody's going, oh, what a stupid pick. Well, really, you think they would have done all that if they thought it was going to be stupid? Yeah. Anyways, it's pretty crazy. Now, the Blazers are probably going to sell out of, I mean, marketing-wise, it's huge, right? I mean, you got China. He's the only Chinese player in the NBA. I mean, they're going to be buying up all kinds of stuff. I'm waiting for his last reply in here. You're turning violet, Violet. Oompa, loompa, doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me. Gum chewing's fine when it's once in a while. It freshens your breath and brightens your smile. What does it also say? Oh, that's the other one. That's Mike TV's. Hers is... shit. Wasn't it guzzling down sweets? No, that's Augustus Galloop. Augustus. No, the Blazers, they drafted a Chinese 7'1", 250. I mean, he's like, you go watch the highlights of him. Yang Hansen. I mean, he's just got amazing footwork. Let me put you on a hold for 3 to 5 minutes to check. They always say that too, you guys. They always say that. I just watched Willy Wonka like a month ago, so yeah. Whenever it's on, I just watch it all the way through. I know nothing's going to change. My wife thinks that means I have dementia, but it's like, no, I just like watching it, you know. Got a blueberry for a daughter. Well, what was her thing though? It was, yeah, she's the one that chewed gum. Yeah, gum chewing's fine when it's once in a while. It brightens freshens your breath and brightens your smile. But chewing gum is revolting and wrong. Chewing and chewing all day long. There you go. Just like a cow does. Remember that? Chewing and chewing all day long. Just like a cow does. Oompa, loompa. That's it. Boom. Nailed it. Yeah. She set the record for chewing gum. Like, for years or something. Yeah, I didn't like my... I'll tell you what the abomination was. I've said it before. Was the Johnny Depp try to remake Willy Wonka. What a joke. Why in the hell would you ever try to remake perfection? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was a perfect movie. A great movie. Still is great. But nobody gives a rat's ass about the Johnny Depp version of it. Matter of fact, I don't think anybody's even watched it. Again, since it came out originally. Gray, that's not cool. I really like Johnny Depp. Gee. Yep. They sent her to a squeezing room. Yeah, remember that? To juice her. And then they had to take Mike TV to a taffy pulling room because he was... I mean, he must have been really skinny when they got done with him, though. Well, the underlying values that kind of sucked in the original Willy Wonka, as I've said 100 times on the show, but there might be some new people watching, is Grandpa Joe. What a lazy sack of crap that guy was, huh? I mean, he's sitting there on that bed with his wife for years and years. 20 years, they even said. And the mom's over there slaving away, doing all the dishes, the clothes, the laundry, bathing them, doing all this crap. And the mere presence of a golden ticket, he jumps out of bed and dances around. I mean, you think he could have had the energy a couple times a week to help mom out with some chores. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, thanks, M10. She stuck it behind her ear. Yep. Johnny Depp is stunning, but he never stepped up. Yeah. Well, he was terrible. I mean, the whole movie sucked. I mean, now, no song. There's not one song in that movie that you remember. Right, he gets that golden ticket, boy. He jumps out of bed, and my God, in about 3 minutes, he's dancing a jig, for God's sakes. Holy crap, man. And then you start wondering, okay, does his wife have the same capability? I mean, she's been in that bed for 20 years, and then their parents are in the bed, too. So it's like the grandma... Oh, Jesus. Every time I watch that, I look at Grandpa Joe with a little disdain. You know, when he's going up in the fizzy lifting tunnel up there. He's going up there, he drinks that drink, and he's floating up in the sky. Sometimes I wish that damn burping didn't work and he got wrapped up in those blades at the top. Now, sure, you... You know what's funny is you could have this long conversation about it a different way. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Why did he take Mom with him? Well, because she couldn't get out of bed, apparently. You know, but Grandpa Joe, I mean, all it took was a golden ticket. He moved over to the side of the bed. Oh, wow. Great, Grandpa Joe. Why didn't you try that 6 years ago? Okay, I'm sure the mom could have used some help. All right, let's see. Charlie comes from a long line of laziness except for his poor mom. Right, exactly. Yeah, isn't that incredible? Yeah, Jesus. Unbelievable movie. It really points out. I think one of my favorite parts is like, so the underlying theme that was good was there was these apparently selfish kids, but he was hoping that one would be a kid that he could leave his entire factory to. And then there was this fake antagonist called Mr. Slugworth, who would whisper in each kid's ear and tell them, when you come across the everlasting gobstopper, make sure to give me a copy of it, and I'll pay you some money. And then, when it was all said and done, all the other kids were removed. They got their gobstopper, never gave it to Mr. Slugworth. You know, they could have given it to Mr. Slugworth, but he was a plant by Willy Wonka. And then at the end, Grandpa Joe, the schmo who jumped out of his bed, he yells back at Mr. Wonka and says, "You're a monster! If Mr. Slugworth wants that gobstopper, damn it, he'll get one." But Charlie, being the great kid he is, didn't listen to Grandpa Joe and actually had sympathy for Willy Wonka, and he walks over quietly to Mr. Wonka and sets the gobstopper down next to him. And then Mr. Wonka says quietly, my favorite line of the movie, and says, "And so shines a good deed in a weary world." You've won, Charlie! Oh, it was great. Man, come on. Who doesn't love that ending there? That's the best. I know, like, yeah, exactly. Grandpa Joe is an idiot the whole time, you know? Actually, you know, he seemed like he would be a pretty nice grandpa. Like, he gave him some money to go buy the the last couple candy bars, you know. Yeah, that's good. But I'm telling you, that always bugged the hell out of me, man. That portion, that when he absolutely gets out of bed quick, you know. And I remember how hard my mom, raising 3 kids, you know, she'd do all these different things, and I was thinking, man, that would suck to have somebody like Grandpa Joe who, with the slightest of excitement, is able to get up and dance a jig, for God's sakes. I mean, he literally did that. I think he jumped in the air and clicked his heels together. Anyways. What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant? Yeah, that's in the movie. I actually know it. I don't even have to read it to know that one. It's kind of interesting when they use what are you at getting terribly fat? What do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it. You missed that part, Bubblegum. It's oompa loompa. Let's see. Eat. Must be like doopity dee, right? What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. What are you at? Getting terribly fat. What do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it. Oompa. Oompa doopity dee. Oh yeah. Man, I got them all. Got them all memorized. They should turn that into a rap. What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. I think that would work pretty good, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to, I was eating so much garbage for a while, so now I'm trying to get rid of the garbage. Walking. So I don't know if there's an answer. The guy's still waiting. He's like, hey, can I put you on another 3 to 5 minute break while I help other people, but I'll pretend that I'm researching your project? Yeah. Oh, you don't need to send it to me. How does it work with the, let's see. We can do a Mary Lou version. What happens if we do, let's see. Is it this one? Oh, here. Thank you for your patience. Just to confirm before we proceed, are we still... Yes, you don't need to ask. Will you guzzle down sweets? Eat as much as an elephant eats. What are you at getting... I think you can do it to this one. I think it would work. Let's get Mary Lou on it.
That's it. Yeah. What do you eat when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. What are you at? Getting terribly fat? What do you think will come of that?
You did it, Mary Lou. My God, that was perfect. Wasn't that good, though, for Mary Lou? She just nailed the beat right out of the chute. All right. I guess my thumbnail isn't really appropriate, but we were just doing a test to see if all the names got were still shitty, and they are. So I guess that's what they're doing now, though. It's kind of weird. Why did they do it that way? Maybe they're doing it intentionally. I like that because people keep changing their name up and hide. Yeah, good job, YouTube. I think it's a security measure. Because you know these idiots that keep coming in with they change their name up a little bit, and then you're not sure who that person is, but now they can't get away from it. It's the same name. Yeah, I guess it's permanent. I mean, I don't know. This idiot over these guys don't answer the question. You know what they do is they put you on a 3 to 5 minute hold to see if you'll hang up. Because you know what they always do when they come back after the 3 to 5 minute hold, they say, "Hey, are you still there?" before we continue, hoping you'll say no. Well, you know, they're hoping if you say I'm not there, that means you're there. But if you don't answer, they go, "Okay, see you later." Let's see. These guys.
Oompa loompa doopity doo, I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doopity dee, if you are wise you'll listen to me. Now what do you get when you guzzle down sweet? Eating as much as an elephant eats? What are you at, getting terribly fat? What do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it. Oompa loompa doopity da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too, like the Oompa loompa doopity doo.
Hey, that Mary Lou, man, I tell you what. She really knows how to do that one. Hey, thanks, M10. Can we get the support going? We're all having fun. Yeah, well, yeah, it's okay. I wish that was like that these days, but... Well, I got 91 people here. What's the other one? I want to do the Mike TV. Oh, okay, Ruka. No. No, there's the Mike TV one. Okay. Please stay connected while I check this out. Oh my God, you guys. Alright, here we go. Let's try this one.
Oompa loompa doopity doo, I have another puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doopity dee, if you are wise you'll listen to me. Now what do you get when you click a TV? A pain in your neck and an IQ of 3. Why don't you try simply eat your book? Why can't... Let's see. Why don't you try simply reading a book? Okay, then it's fair to look. You'll get no. You'll get no. You'll get no. You'll get no commercials. Oompa loompa doopity da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too, like the Oompa loompa doopity doo. All right, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, man. That one's weird because it's got the you'll get no commercials. Anyways, still waiting for the YouTube to come back and answer a damn question. Please stay connected, and then when he'll come back and say you're still here, I'm going to type in before, and yes, I am still here. Can you send me the screenshot of the issue? He's saying, are you kidding me? We've already done this. We've already done it. Hold on, view. Yeah. All right, there we go. But thanks, M10 up there. Appreciate the support. Yeah, why don't you guys get some channel memberships for people in here? That'd be great. Let's see if we can get every single name. Well, they are, except for YB1962. We've got Skid Gore. You know, all the ones that aren't members yet, we can get them members. That'd be cool. Unless you haven't signed up for it. Is the trial delayed a week? Yeah, it's going on August 18th now. I think because they gave an extra week for the jury selection, maybe, or there might have been. I think that's what it was. Yeah, isn't that weird? Because that's exactly what I told you the remedy was. You remember when I said that? I said they just need to give more time for the jury selection to, find jurors because of the problems with Dateline, etc. Yeah. I think I even said that, didn't I? I said, like, yeah, you should maybe give her an extra week for, the jury selection. I think I said that. That exact sentence. All right, but I think I might have said, why don't they just start the jury selection a week early? I don't remember now. Well, why don't you start it, Dixie Turner? That would have been great. Literally closed the same time as Donna. It never works when somebody starts a wave, but they didn't start it themselves. When they go, hey, everybody, let's go get going with the wave. But usually if you put in 5 or something, then other people will do the wave. Yeah. So does anybody have any poll questions? Anything you guys want to discuss here? I mean, I got the map up here and everything. Yeah. Yeah, he's just, these YouTube, I don't know if they're real people or what's happening. It's wild. Do any of you guys go out on YouTube and watch the chiropractor adjustment videos? I don't know why. There's these 3 that I always watch where they go, and it's like, oh, it just looks like it would feel good, but then you see some people when they do the full, when they grab their head and they pull it back, it just seems like, yeah. All right, so Dixie Turner, let's get it started, all right? Upon reviewing, it looks like not all the users who commented on your live stream are experiencing the same issue. Might be that's not accurate. Thank you. Thank you for trying, though. As I explained above, one of the users got an email saying you are switching over to usernames. You must have missed that. Well, no, you weren't. You just said, let's get the wave going, but you didn't put usually people, when they start a wave, they send $5 in or $1 even and say, hey, let's do a wave. Not just a message saying, hey, hey, look at that. It's perfect tilt. Is Koberger the killer, or is the killer an alternate suspect? Come on. Well, there isn't an alternate suspect. There isn't one. Remember at trial, he wasn't allowed that. There you go. Dixie Turner started a wave with a channel membership there. You see that? And gifted it to Extreme Blonde. Extreme Blonde. Let's see. Based on the screenshot you shared, it looks like the user with a different handle appearing in the comments needs to check their own account. Never mind. I'm gonna send it. I felt like that was just AI, and it wasn't able to get past its loop. It just kept saying the same thing over and over again. Hey, thank you, CQ280. It's apparently, you guys, YouTube says it's your fault, that you need to go check your username and fix your settings. It has nothing to do with them. It's you, every single one of you, accidentally hit the wrong button at some point, so that your username shows up. What a miracle! That's incredible. I mean, what are the odds of that? So I don't know what to tell you guys to do with your names. I mean, I'm not even sure what to call you guys anymore. I mean, some of you have the same name. But, like, I don't know if Perfect Tilt is... No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I think the YouTube person is... Well, they're bots, you know? I don't think they're real people. They say that they are. Yeah, it's just really... It's all your fault, though, you guys. You guys just absolutely screwed up. I'm wondering if Brian Koberger filled up his gas tank the day before the murders, and also how often with all his driving around. And also how often. Yeah, he could have got a bunch of gas. I mean, I'm not sure what relevance that has. I mean, if he filled up his tank, I mean, yeah, he drove down to Clarkston and Lewiston. We don't know. I'd love it if there was a thing out there that every time you got gas, it had to put your mileage down. And then it'd be cool. Well, I guess, the next time you got gas, I don't know. I mean, we don't know where the hell he was between like 1 o'clock and 5:32 in the evening. He shows up again near Johnson, Washington, and then he turns his phone off again, and then it shows back up again on the network at 8. So where the hell was he all those times? Yeah, Timothy Cecil. Well, I mean, that's what I was wondering, but there's nothing related to that in there, except your picture is similar to the ones you've had before, but I don't know. Timothy Cecil. Yeah, I mean, how the hell am I supposed to know now, Yeah. I know, it's crazy, but he can't. I guess apparently that's what's showing up. So at the end I just said, you're wrong. Thanks for trying. See you. Hung up on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, that's what I always think, that he's burying. It's just so weird. I mean, that 18 minutes of missing time feels like it. However, if you take the route that I talk about on Court TV, where he comes out right here, and this is I've shown this on my show for years, it seems like now, but came around like this. Let me use one of these big ones, since it's kind of like what I had in my video today. Yeah, so he comes over here like this out on Palouse River Drive. And then instead of going down 95, which is possible that he didn't because his vehicle apparently doesn't show up on some of these businesses there. And because of that, if you just stay on Palouse River Drive, and I think it's sort of interesting because Palouse River Drive, Let's see. What year is this map here? That was so funny. I knew it was missing something. Here, look at, wow, that's crazy. These homes, like Indian Hills Drive, wasn't even there in 2015, but then in 2022, in July, God, that's crazy. I mean, that's not, Indian Hills Drive is right there, but you couldn't even drive there. Man, look at that. In 2015, not even, so this house right here, this one, and I think maybe, you know, I don't remember which one of these two here, they're the three that picked them up at 3:29 or 3:26 in the morning. Right there. But it's weird if you just go back to even July. Alright, so this is April 2023, and you know, so Palouse River Drive though is right here, see? And then that's how he either came down 95 like this and then turned this direction, which is very possible, or he went to Palouse River Drive because he's familiar with it, right? So it seems like, you know, he's a person that's familiar with Palouse River Drive, so wouldn't he go down 95 and then turn left onto Palouse River Drive again to go on to Indian Hills Drive, because he would come down here and then go up like this. Plus it also is more tricky. You know, you come down like this, you go like this way, and then you go backtrack a little bit, come up like this, and then he comes out to Steiner Avenue, and then right by the A&W, and then right to 1122 King Road. See, it's not far. None of this stuff's far away. But, you know, after the homicides, did he just go, okay, Palouse River Drive? And look how easy in your mind it would be. Because a lot of stuff you had to memorize. So you just go, you drive straight. And at the end of Palouse River Drive, it literally just you turn to the right. And this is what it would look like. You come right there, boom. Now look how rural this is. You know, and this would be a great move to do without wanting to, you know, if you don't want to be spotted on a camera, etc. So then he goes all the way down. Actually, that's not the one. It would, this one right here. So you would just be like, take that right, and then I'm not sure how, you know, like, is it obvious when you get here? Because it definitely would be something you would have to have practiced if it looks like that. So maybe he just knows that he stays left at a certain point. Because I didn't even just do it right there, but he comes around like this and stays driving, but then he takes a right here at this intersection. Let's see. Wow, it's street view there too. But again, look at out here, you guys. I mean, wouldn't you feel pretty safe driving out here, avoiding cameras? I mean, this is, so out here, then he takes a right, comes down, and comes into here, and I think this is the area, yeah, right here, where he has to stay right again, and just comes right into this area, and this is Blaine, right there. So comes in, and when he comes out, it's basically 448 right here, and that makes sense. That way, he avoids being detected, and he just sort of appears on Highway 95, because he turns his phone on there, and that means, you know, there won't be any sightings on 95 here, and then his phone just appears here. See? But now we're having one of those massive lulls. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to ever change your name back, but apparently it's all your fault. Somehow, every one of you today, when you woke up, went into your settings and typed something. But Bubbly Yum earlier told us that he got an email. That sort of made sense. And what are you talking about? Am I using the little pencil on the side? I don't know what that means. Sorry. No idea. Are you using the little pencil on the side? Huh? I don't think it's going to work. I think they're just going, I think it makes sense why they're doing it. You know how people go and they change their username all the time and trick people, like you don't know who, you know. So now you don't get to change it. The road wasn't done then in that one. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to. You know, people want me to go out there and film where he may have thrown away the knife. I mean, what a waste of time. I just can't. I mean, I'll tell you what. I'm going to film this route out here, and somewhere out there, there's a spot that looks weird or something. I might pull over. You know, I don't know. It's just there's no way without having like the cell phone data that the police have, all of it, to even come up with something remotely rational. I did think it was interesting in the probable cause when they said that when his phone pinged near Johnson here at 5:32 to 5:36, that it was consistent with where he went directly after the murders. So, I mean, sure. I mean, that's when he was, you know, after Clarkson and stuff. And yeah, after the murders, he came up here again. But why did they mention that? Were they thinking, because that's sort of significant. I mean, for 5:32 to 5:36, you turn it on and then off again. What was he doing in those 4 minutes? Was he putting in a map coordinate or something? But then his phone would still be on. So I don't know what he was doing. It just seems strange to turn it on for a 4-minute window. How come I can't ever get like 750 people watching? You guys ever wonder that? Like I do these shows, they're better than the other people doing the shows, and I get 700 people. I mean, I get 100 or 250, 300 or something. I have no idea, man. Just like it when you're watching my channel, just know that I do live streams every single day in the evening. So check it out, even if they didn't send you a notification, I'll be doing a show, likely at 6 or later. Went down the rabbit hole. No changing your channel name. You can start a new channel. Well, it's not a rabbit hole. Everybody's known that, yeah. I was just thinking maybe you guys could go see if you can change your name back to the one that you want people to see. Yeah, well, but, I mean, let's just go with what Bubble Yum said. Do you guys trust what they said? He said he got an email and that everybody's channels were being changed to the usernames. What do you mean trolls? I don't get it. I don't get it. Do you guys have an answer for the question I asked a second ago? Why do you think that when I'm doing my live stream, these other channels who absolutely do not know the case as well as I do, they just somehow, oh, yay! God, it's just so frustrating. It's like, man, how do you do this? I want some more character and number and not letting me on handle. But yours looks the same at little D83. I'm looking at it right now. Yours is the same as it's always been. What do you mean your username is being used? I don't know what that means. I don't even know what you guys are talking about at this point. Nobody is even responding to anything that I'm saying. But all right, you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the test, hanging out. Northeast Enigma. So once I ask questions and nobody responds, that's when I get out. Then Natalie gifted one, and then M10. Then we had Vicky White, and then M10 again, and then Dixie Turner. Has been up for a month, and then Perfect Tilt. Dixie Turner gifted a membership, then CQ282, and Jessica Schubach 4174. Yeah, well, that looks the same to me. Why don't you change it to a name that doesn't have at in the front, and I guarantee you it won't do it. Well, it wasn't a rhetorical. I was saying, why do you guys think that when I do my show at like 6 o'clock in the evening, I get like 250 people sometimes? Or sometimes I get 300, 300 or something. But then some other schmuck over here doing a show that's not even close to as good, they have like 700, 800 people. I mean, it's just so demoralizing. It's frustrating as hell. So I don't know. Maybe I need to get somebody out there that knows how to. Like I need a producer, right? Like instead of like at the end of the month, when I donate 5,000, maybe I donate 3, and give 2 to somebody who actually knows how to get my channel out there, promote it, and do all the stuff, and schedule me for this and that and the other thing. Because I do not know how to do any of that stuff. I just do shows. That's it. Welcome, Roger Sellers. Yeah. I think that's what I need is... I know that these other channels, they have these people that they do, that's all they do. They make their thumbnails for them. They schedule everything, and they don't really have to do anything except do the show. And that's what I want to be. Hey, thanks, Roger Sellers. But maybe tomorrow we'll do one where, again, we just go through a whole bunch of questions again. Because that was fun the other night. I'll just have them listed out, like maybe a bigger theme, and then smaller questions, and then you guys can do the poll question super chats if you want. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I need somebody that knows every single thing about social media and how to, get something moving along, that kind of stuff. You got everybody that goes, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that. There's just certain people that know how to do all that. Like I don't know how to do TikTok or any of those other. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe after the trial, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Well, we'll see, Natalie. I don't know. I just donate to... No, I don't. I haven't donated to any Canadian causes. I've donated to 250,000 to a DNA fund, a scholarship fund, over 20,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. There's a lot more crime and bad things going on in the U.S. So we got that. We've got NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, RAIN, Violence Against Women, and Texas EquiSearch, where they've all gotten close to 25,000, I would think. And then we've given, other many thousands to other places. So, not really sure what the question was for. Yeah, so we were $2,000 short of $250,000. So hopefully at the end of this month we'll be able to hit that, but we've hit an absolute snag at the end of this month where we were doing pretty well, and then it just went. But that's okay. That's just the way it is. I'm just, we're just talking. I'm telling you. Facebook and my 87,000 hyper-local crime group. I don't know what that means. Yeah, well, that you wouldn't think so, Roger. So if you go on the social media, there's these all these people out there that hate me for me on my show when I say, hey, if you guys can support the channel, they think it's like a grift of some sort. Like it's grifting. And what the hell are you talking about? I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. If I was a grifter, I suck at it, okay? Because I would have given only 20,000 over the years, and it still would have looked cool. It's $250,000. I give 33% generally of the gross income from my every bit of income source that comes into my channel. All right? I mean, these people are absolute idiots. Complete... they haven't helped a damn thing in their life. And I'm thankful to have a platform where, I try to actively bring in the super chats and revenue, and I try to make videos to bring ad revenue, but my last 2 videos just tanked right out of the gate. Nobody watched them. And I'm trying, I'm trying to do well. And, I mean, let me just say this. If I didn't actively try to do it, my channel would be donating almost nothing, because it's if without super chats, etc., it's hard to make happen. Like a couple months ago, we donated 5,000 because the channel brought in 15, but there was only 6 of that was super chats. So I basically gave all but 1,000 of the super chats, and then if you think about it, so then after I donate the 5,000, then I get to write off the 5, so that makes it so that I get taxed on 10, right? So then when I get taxed on 10, the government gets 3,000. Actually, more than that, because I have to give I get taxed on the gross income, and at the end of the year, but let's just say if it's all said and done, that'd be 3,000. So that means my channel brought in 7,000 for the channel, and then I gave 5,000 to charities. Does that sound unfair or shitty? Do you think there's another channel out there doing anything close to that percentage? And the answer is no, but you won't hear that from the nut jobs out there. They just say the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I mean, there's channels out there that do so much better. Like, for example, Agenda Free TV. That's not a crime channel, but that guy, during the Israeli strikes, was making, I would say, 10,000 a day. I mean, I'm not even being sarcastic. I think it was like between $5,000 and $10,000, probably more from the ad revenue. And you're looking at a month, probably 200 grand. How much do you think that guy gave? And the answer is probably 0. Okay, so that's the thing. At least we try to do something. Okay, we're trying over here, and sometimes it's like trying to squeeze a rock and get some water out of it. I mean, it's just so hard. Like yesterday was very demoralizing, really, but today seemed pretty good. So yeah, but what's by design? Don't know what that means. Let's see. He's not even good. Listen, well, what's weird about it is, like, I respect Lookner for his like, it's not easy to just keep doing live streams, and he's there. He's doing it. He's there, right? But what I don't like is he's covering that, and then there's something else that comes out that some of the other people could have maybe got some traction. Then he quickly covers that really quick right in the middle of that, and then he runs back to the other one. It's like, good God, man. Can you, just stick with something for a little bit so we can... Yeah, but it's not easy to have the energy and, be out there and just keep doing live stream for 10 hours a day. I understand the grind, so I get that part, but man, that's incredible. I mean, have you guys ever seen that? Like, he gets $500 super chats and people donating 50 channel memberships, just one after the other. It's really pretty astounding. I don't know how that happens. I mean, it's the ad revenue too, because he's got like 60,000 people were watching So when that is over, there's going to be 700,000 views, and the ad revenue on that's probably $7,000 or $8,000. I mean, it's really crazy. It's like, so not only that, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 20,000 a day he was making during that. It's amazing. Yeah, and then I'm sitting over here I'm doing a shows, and I remember thinking I was so struggling. I was like, barely able to scrape 250 at the end of the show. And I was thinking there were 4 people in 10 minutes that I watched that donated more than I made in a 3-hour show. And I guess I wouldn't have thought that was bad normally, but that was just like, that's really disheartening, when you see that. But I mean, he's got 60,000 people watching, so it'd be hard to not. And like, I know he uses Reuters live feeds, and I got a hold of them to see what it costs, and that shit cost. I mean, it's like $3,000 a month or something. But for him, it's totally worth it because he's got so many people watching that I mean, it pays for itself in a minute. So it doesn't matter to him. And then you can do kind of a la carte situation. Let me see if I can find that. It was actually sort of interesting. I said, yeah, it's a little too rich for, I mean, I guess after a while, after you get built up and you've got like 4,000 or 5,000 people watching all the time, it might not be too hard to be able to afford something like that. Yeah, let's see. Let me see what these numbers were. She said, oh yeah. So individual live videos as well as raw and packaged video clips and photos are also available on metered basis over here it says Reuters Live is a flagship live service that can provide access to up to 6 live feeds at a time depending on the news cycle, and includes the ability to clip and download up to 10-minute clips from each live. For all-you-can-eat access to this feed for editorial use on your YouTube channels, the monthly fee would be $1,750 a month. Actually, that doesn't sound horrendous, I mean, that's a shitload of money. I mean, that's a lot of money. If you go 2,000 times 12, that's 24,000 a year. But if you're able to, yeah, I mean, that's not my gig either. I don't do world event live stuff like that. And then down here it says individual live videos as well as raw and packaged video clips and photos are also available on a metered basis under a point subscription to Reuters Connect. Lives are 25 points per live, while video clips are 4 to 6 points per clip, and photos are 2 to 3 points per photo. Points also gets you access to partner content, and the points value of partner content can vary from partner to partner. If your primary interest is in live video, and all-you-can-eat subscription to live is more cost-effective than going above 100 points per month. Yeah, exactly, because it's $1,400 for 100 points. Yeah, why wouldn't you just do the all-you-can-eat? I mean, it's only $350 more. If you don't expect to have an ongoing 12-month or longer need, we also offer once-off or paid trial point packages. Under a once-off points package, you can buy one batch of points to use over a 3-month term. Lives are 25 points per live. I mean, so that's just such not worth it, because it's $5,400 for 300 points. So that would be like 4 times 12 live streams. So why wouldn't you get the all-you-can-eat thing up there, which is $1,750 a month for... Anyways, I said, wow, I think that's outside of my budget currently. Because understood, if interested in a trial or once-off points option in the future, we are happy to help. If you're able to, I mean, you know, I guess what you could do is like, there's a month, there's something big going on. You go out and you spend the $1,750 for that month, and you have all the live feeds, and you sort of see what would happen. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been able to do much on red, gray, blue. That thing, you know, I don't know. It was fun over there. But I don't have time. Yeah, I have a 3D Studio Max. That's only, for me, it was 1,800 and something. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, so I have expenses. That's why I hope people help support my channel. I don't know. I guess I could try to be less, you know, argumentative with people. I mean, that's something that I've thought about. Like sometimes, but I mean, it's hard for me when I get trolls to not be that way. But you know, I mean, if there's somebody in here that's just asking a question that I've answered 75 times, I could probably answer it as if it was the first time I ever heard it. All right, so I'll try doing that. All right, there's no reason I can't do that, because maybe they have never heard the answer before, and I can just do it. All right, you guys, we'll give that a shot. Yeah, but, well, is it another true crime YouTuber? Yeah, AI is really good for programming. You just have to know what you're doing. No, it is a $1,800. No, $1,800 for 3D Studio Max that's a lot of money. Yeah. No, I'll be the same, but I mean, I'm just talking about certain things, like just basic questions somebody asks. I don't need to be like, you know. Because sometimes I do read, like, some of the comments people type sometimes, and they give, like, an example. I'll say, like, yeah, that's kind of suck. You know, but I mean, just in general, I'm not like that. Yeah, well, I know all about the words and SEO and stuff like that. But I think these other people have a ton of people who go out and share the videos all over the place, and they get a lot of views because they put a video out and boom, 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 boom. I mean, why did those people get notifications when my viewers do not get notifications? I just don't get it. That's like the lowest thing. Mine are just browsers who happen to see it. Not notifications. My lowest thing that people watch are notifications. And I've got 159,000 subs, and I have a video that gets 2,000 views. How is that even possible? No, I don't want that, Enigma or Natalie. I don't want that. Sorry. Not interested. A reaction video? That's ridiculous. All right. Anyways, let's see. No, I just don't want. I don't want a reaction video. If they want to have me on or talk about, yeah, this guy's good at this. Look at, that's awesome. But I could see that one going haywire real quick. Yeah, I mean, I do get grumpy. I'm just saying, when people just ask a question, I don't need to say, yeah, I've already answered that 100,000 times, but yeah, let me just tell you, you know, I say that all the time. There's really no reason for me to say that, right? I mean, obviously, they're asking because they don't know the answer. I think that's a reasonable thing not to do. All right? So we'll give that a shot. I've been trying to walk like 10,000 or more steps a day. going up and down these hills and eating better food, because there was a while there I was just eating garbage. I mean, just. And you know what's weird is I think dairy is really not good for me. When I eat dairy, it sort of like puts gases, and you're just feeling. I think I'm anti. Well, it's hard to have like a positive attitude all the time. Like when you have nights that are really bad, how do you have a positive attitude? When I'll tell you what makes really an unpositive. Like there's no way to not have a bad attitude when you say, "Hey everybody, if you guys could please help support the channel tonight. We're trying to reach a goal," and not one soul donates a nickel for, like an hour after that. Yeah, it's hard to have a positive attitude at that point because you feel like, my God, I mean, there wasn't one person out of all the people there that. Yeah, I think I'm lactose intolerant, for sure. And I think it happened when, like years ago, I hadn't been to the dentist for a while, like 25 years ago, and there's some teeth that were not doing too good, or bleeding or whatever, gums, so they put me on these antibiotics, and it just like wiped out my stomach flora or whatever the hell it was. So I've been since that time. Now my teeth are great. Like I go in there and they go, wow. What do you do? Because I use the water pick, the floss, everything. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely disheartening. I mean, and the thing is I actually don't think it's hard for, like, if people were like, hey, here's $1 on nights like that, where if you had 100 people and you're 100 short and 100 people did $1, you'd make the goal. And $1 is like you bought a candy bar, for God's sakes. And that's where it's just sort of like, yeah, geez, And so and here's the thing, it used to be, and I'm not complaining right now, I'm just saying how it's different. It used to be in here where I do the shows and everybody knew what we were doing. That one year we donated $62,000. It was amazing. Everybody would just help support the channel every single night. I'd make videos, etc. And a lot of people would send PayPals. I hardly get any PayPals anymore. And we'd do it. We'd easily, every single night. I didn't have to say anything. And now I have to. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's easy. Let's see. Ocean fatigue, maybe repetitive. Yeah, well, that's the thing. But that's how it's always been in here. Mama drama. It's always been like that in here. Yeah, and the thing is if it is a struggle for somebody to do $1, I don't want you to donate anything. Okay? So, all right. I just think in general it shouldn't be that hard. Well, thanks, Roger. But yeah, I like I said before, I don't want people donating if that literally makes a difference. Right? But, this channel doing its live streams does rely on the people watching to support the channel in the super chats, because there is no ad revenue on them. If I had 20,000 people watching, yeah, that would probably make a difference, but that's not it. Right, when you get a few $2, I don't interfere on those, but when I get it, what do you mean I don't get it, M10? I love the nights when you have a night when you get a few $2 donations. I don't get it. Yeah, so what am I supposed to do, Paulette Leonard? Just hope? Just hope to God? Because I see you guys posting links and saying, hey, everybody, if you get and nothing happens. All right, so I just have to try, And maybe there's people that can, and maybe there are people that can't. Yeah, well, like I said before, I just told you if you can't do it every night, I don't need your explanation, etc. I just said that you can't do it. Oh, jeez. Bubble Yum the Troll. Always got the other comment. Nobody asked you if you agreed or not, Bubble Yum. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, any night. That's the thing, but it seems like it's the number of people too. Like if you have 500 or 600 people and it's an interesting show, there's other people that might be helping. You know, but when you're having like 100, 100, then it's hard. Yeah, I can't really flow through it. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. There's no way. Let's see. Yeah, Gray, I feel lousy when yeah, that's what I always feel like. Like Allie Cake is always, she sees that we're struggling and she's always trying to help out, and I always feel bad. I told her, I mean, like, you don't have to do that or anything. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you make some troll-like comments, Bubble Yum, often. I've seen them before. We don't need you to, like, yeah, let me back you up there on that. Yeah, it just feels like, come on. Give me a break. Well, I, for one, well, thank you, Roger. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of the thing on here. It's like, I mean, like, for example, last month we donated $5,000, right? So imagine if I did a month, and let's say there's 30 days in a month, and we brought in $200 a night after, YouTube and everything. So that would be about, like, you'd have to do 280-ish in super chats to bring home 200. And so, at the end of the month, that would be $6,000 total. So how would I be able to donate 5 that month? I can't. I can't donate anything. It's zero. I mean, so we had a month. Beginning of the year we were able to donate $1,000 one month, and that was just like, ugh, Jesus, that's not good. Such a shitty feeling, So, hey, thanks, Jacqueline Prinsloo. I was talking about this in my email. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about it right now because I want to talk about it. I don't know what your email said or anything. I don't remember it right now. Yeah, but it's hard to do it that way. Yeah, because if it's 6,000, I can't donate anything. I have to beat a certain number, or I can't donate anything. So even if it was every other month and it was just 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, like that, it's just not going to happen. So really what it comes down to is we got to get more ad revenue on my videos and just have normal type nights, and then we can do it. But my last 2 videos have only got like 2,500 or just ludicrous number of views. So I don't know how to fix that. Like today's thumbnail was a good thumbnail. It should have got people to click on it, and yet it just died right out of the gate. I can always tell. Please don't start the scholarship fund. Man, what a ridiculous notion. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, we started that in honor of the fallen freaks, the ones that have passed away. Can't think of a better thing to do. Yeah, so yeah, you probably were one of the people who said that. Yikes. And that didn't put any more pressure on anybody. The other places just got less. If you notice, we did 62,000 one year, and we didn't have a scholarship fund. And then I donated 6,000 last year, and we only got 48. So it has nothing to do with it. It just got moved to a different charity. There's no extra pressure or anything. That's just you trying to find something to complain about. I mean, think through it a little bit. Let's see. Right, what a dumb thing to complain about. Why not say, well, you don't have to give the knick-knack or something, and we can... Most time people have a lot of stressors in their life. And we come to YouTube, find light stream or something. Yeah. That's what my live streams are when we go over the Koberger case. And you'd think when you go there to find something light to talk about, when somebody's doing a show for you for hours and hours, maybe you would say, hey, here's a couple bucks, thanks. You know, like when you go to Starbucks and get a coffee. I say that for every YouTuber. So I see YouTubers out there, and their people do not support them at all. And it really is, I don't understand that. They just sit there and watch and watch and watch, and those people just sit there and, it's kind of bizarre. And I'm not saying every single day, but like sometimes. Yep, still here fighting the good fight. That's right. Yeah, we don't know who you are, Monolith Mover. Why don't you tell us what the actual name was? Yeah, I could do more members-only streams. Didn't I just do one the other day? What was that? I just did one. I should do more members-only streams. It's just so hard. Like, I do live streams every single day, right? So it's how do you get another stream in there? I mean, I guess I could stream while I'm just looking around, preparing for a show. Maybe we could do streams where you guys are helping put together the show or something. I don't know. Yeah, really, Dixie? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think some people... I think the way I discuss cases is the most accurate, and I mean, if you watch my channel, by the time we're done discussing something, you're going to know it better than everybody else. And a lot of times we repeat stuff often. Like, we used to go over the probable cause in the Koberger case. We've gone over that like 4 or 5 times. Or fully 4 or 5 times, from start to finish. And that's when, even when you go through that, you just know that he is the killer. I mean, and now it's so much worse, isn't it, you guys? Remember how we used to go over the probable cause document? And it was just so obvious that Koberger was the killer just on the probable cause. And it's just got so much worse for him with all the documents and information that's come out. Nothing has helped him in the slightest. Can anybody point to anything that's come up in any of the documents in the last year that has even remotely helped him in any way, shape, or form? I hope so. No, but I know 159,000 subscribers is great, but they're all over the years and on various cases. How do you have 159,000 subscribers? You put out a video on the Koberger case and get 2,000 views. How is that possible? Can you explain that? Yeah, so there is nothing that's come forward that has remotely helped him. Like nothing, like, oh wow, okay, that's interesting. Nothing, you guys. That's crazy, right? Yeah. Just think about that. Scheduled for 9. Well, we're already on. Latest docs. I mean, even the latest documents, the two things that I said that's exactly what's going to happen. I said that there are absolutely not going to be. I said I'd be shocked if the judge found that there was a alternate suspect. And I said that he is not going. I said, well, let's see. For the delay part, I said I could see him doing that as one. If he was going to remedy something, but I didn't think it was very likely. I said, if anything, what he should do is delay it a week to get the jury in order, because there's nothing on those Dateline. All that matters is that the jury isn't affected by it. You're always going to have story after story, and the longer you wait, the more exposure people have. Mm-hmm. Huh? Yeah. I don't remember what you were saying, T. Morel. Did you send it to me again, or did you send it to me today, or what? I don't remember. Maybe you can forward it to me again. Let's see. Hold on a second. I gotta check something out. Leon Littlejohn says he looks like he was blocked from here. He says, I assume that I have been removed from your channel. I don't know what he's talking about. He's a moderator. He's, like, look at right there. He's a moderator right there. I don't know what he's referring to. Maybe his name change is funny on the screen. I don't know what he's referring to. That's kind of weird. He just sent me that email, though. Does anybody have... Can somebody email me his channel? I can take a look at it. Yeah, he can't be blocked. He's a moderator. Maybe he came on and his name didn't look right or something. I don't know. I don't know. He said he was trying to chat, but he can't chat. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's kind of a longer, 3 days ago. Huh. I mean, I remember you emailing me. I just don't remember the whole. I have to go back and read it again. I mean, I wonder if that's what the problem is, you know? It's kind of weird. Like maybe there's people that can't chat or something. I don't know. That feels kind of shitty, though. I didn't. Nobody removed him. I bet it was something related to trolls. Because anytime there's somebody that supports my channel, they go out of their way to try to disrupt them from being able to. So I don't know what they could have done, or I don't know. He just emailed me just at 9 o'clock tonight, and said that somehow we have him blocked, and but we don't because he's a moderator, and there's just something wrong with his account. What are you talking about, Jessica? Does anybody else get booted from Steam at least 3 times alive? Maybe one of these days I'll just start a new channel. Just start over again. I think YouTube has screwed up something on here. And it's weird too. Maybe, I don't know. His last one was strange. He goes, I am unable to chat. Besides, you didn't hear my warnings about religion and politics. What the hell are you talking about? He said to me one time, he goes, yeah, maybe some people probably don't like those things. I mean, you didn't say, Gray, I'm never watching your show again. Okay, but if that's true, then screw it. I don't care, okay? Thanks for the support and everything, but nobody blocked you. You probably should have asked first. Nobody screwed you over. Let's see. I think they don't like when creators say specific things on their shows. No, that's not what he means. Yeah. It was like the other night when we were talking about politics. Even though he agrees with what I was saying, I asked him something, and he goes, "Yeah, probably." He goes, "I learned a long time ago you don't talk about politics and religion," which we all know. It's like, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything. I don't know what that has to do with this. Appears to be some updates on YouTube. Okay. Alright. I have a YouTube. I've had 2 YouTube reps, but I don't have one currently. You only get them for a certain amount of time. And I was asked if I wanted one recently, and I said yeah, but then they didn't see. Yeah, haven't heard back. Partnership program is what they call it. Makes me feel bad. I don't know what he's talking about. You know, what sucks is he responded, then he didn't respond like he was right, but he's absolutely wrong. You know, and so whatever. You know what he first said was, out of nowhere, after wondering where the hell he's been for a long time. I even said, I wonder where Leon Littlejohn is on a show the other day. He said, well, I can assume I have been removed from your channel. I'll spend my money elsewhere. Good luck. It's like, well, what the hell did I do to you? I don't even know what you're talking about. Nobody's blocked you. You're here. You just somehow can't type today. Yeah, it makes you sort of wonder what the whole thing was with that. I'm sort of paranoid about everybody almost. Like, you just wonder sometimes. Oh, mad as a cut snake. I remember that one. Yeah, why would he say that? You know? Like, why wouldn't you say, hey, Gray, have I been removed? And then I could respond. I'm sitting here. I've been wondering where Leon Littlejohn was. I figured he was just working late at his show. I mean, not his show, his bar. And, I'm doing the show. And that's it. I figured, well, he's just busy. He told me he was having to work all the time there. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just writes that. And he said he can't type. And I've seen that before, but a lot of times it means you have to sign out and then sign back in again. Or verify your account, or, yeah, maybe it isn't him. I don't know. No, I mean, he responded to the same email on other ones. No. The settings aren't ever the problem. It's like not being signed in, something like that. Hey, thanks, Lexi Staff. That's so kind. Look at that. Princess Warrior, Love, Ducky. They should let people type notes on gifted memberships. Thomas Thompson, Katie McD, Stephanie Nickel. But I'll tell you this, if you're out there, you should definitely watch the trial on this channel. All right? We've got, when they're going over stuff, I'll be able to pull up all of my images, 360-degree videos. I have a 3D model of the house. I have images that are 360-degree within the house. I have an animation of what may have happened in there. I mean, we've got it all, and I know the case. All right? So make sure to be watching here and tell your friends to watch over here as well. I don't like that gray guy. He's mean. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You get mad if you thought you were blocked, but wouldn't you ask first instead of just like totally trashing somebody? It's just crazy. It's not nice, you know. I mean, hell, he was even said, "Hey, come up and have a drink at my bar sometime." I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." I don't know if he's even on YouTube anymore. Let me just look. I wonder if that's the problem. No, I mean his name obviously isn't going to be the same because he doesn't show up in like if you look for channel names, and so he must have a different name and maybe he got that caused a problem or something. I don't know, but he doesn't show up on YouTube if you type in his name. So well, you can't be blocked because his name he's a he's a moderator. I mean, I could block a moderator, but he's not blocked. I don't know what his. Does anybody have his channel URL that you could send me? Anybody? Like go back to another show and try to get it, and then email it to me. I could check because somebody may have accidentally blocked him, and I can't tell by looking at this. No, it's not going to be him. You'd have to go back on another show. Like maybe go back a few weeks. Can some moderator go do that? And thanks again up there, Lexi Staff. Aussies love your channel. Hey, cool. Why do they love my channel? Mad as a cut snake is such a... Why do you, Yeah, I remember Zozo said mad as a cut snake. Agenda-free TV's showing a funeral for the killed Iranian scientist. Who the hell wants to watch that? You gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me? You mean the nuclear scientists who were trying to build a nuclear bomb? Yeah, that makes sense. Let me go back. I'll see if I can find some live stream from, I don't know. Maybe he was on this one. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. I can't find it. Find him. Anybody else? I'm sure that makes the trolls happy, though. That's the sad part. They love it when somebody takes off. But now I'm sort of curious, like, what would have happened? Let me try this net. You sent me a PM about what? I'm trying to find something. It's probably on that one, I would think. So how about you guys? Let's see. No, don't see that. We're looking for Leon Littlejohn. That was a moderator. I just want to see if his account was accidentally blocked by somebody or unaccidentally, because we got, sometimes I get nervous that we have people that are moderators or something that are sabotaging. We've wondered that for a long time, that they block certain people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't seem to be able to find it. Let me just try going back, like here, maybe this. I'm just trying to go to live streams and try to find something. Hey, thanks, Lexi Stafka. Thanks for stopping in off of your babysitting. Only source of evidence that makes sense. There, see, there you go. See. Wait, I just saw him. Oh God, there he is, right there. Yeah, it's weird. Let's see. Hold on. Interesting. He's commenting. Go to channel. All right, I found him. So he's got the pug, right? Yeah, now if I hit subscribe, oh wait, more, report user. Yeah, he's not blocked. It says hide user from my channel. That means I can hide him. So he's not blocked. And I'll send him this one too, a screenshot of this. See, look, right there. That means he's not blocked. It would say unhide if he was. Alright, well, I've done all I can do. I mean, I really appreciate him supporting the channel. I just don't know what the hell is, you know. I mean, why not ask? There's no way in hell I was going to block him. He's a moderator, for God's sakes. I don't know. It just seems like sometimes there's people out there, you know, if they hit the wrong button too, they just don't know it. You know, like they block your channel on accident and then they can't comment. Don't know. But it'll probably have too much pride to realize that we didn't block him and just probably want to keep the anger going. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I don't think so. But at least I was able to find him and put the reality out there, and that's it. Tonight, everyone's name. Yeah, we've gone over that 100. sorry. Yes, KK, we... Look at that, I caught myself right in the middle. Did you see that? Yeah, it does suck, because he was he was a big supporter, and some nights where I was just really struggling, he and a couple other people would be helping, and we'd make it, and but now he thinks that we tried to block him, and we didn't like him or anything, and we all thought he was cool. He had the pug, owns the bar, he sent pictures of the bar, we showed the bar pictures. I just don't get it. Yeah, we've been talking about, I was on with YouTube support, KK, for like 40 minutes of the show. 40 minutes of the show. Hey, it wasn't too bad, right, Jessica? That's super chat worthy, you guys. Come on, the fact that I caught myself in the middle of almost not, I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, remember that? You went fishing in South America. Like, was it Nicaragua or some crap? I don't even remember. Honduras? Yeah. It was like Honduras. I mean, I don't know what his problem is. We didn't block anybody. But then he sent me the other one right after that. Right when I responded to him, he said, it was, I don't know. Hey, all right, thanks, KK. You got, hey, look at that, I got a you caught yourself super chat. 2 of them. Wow, I'm going to have to catch myself more often. And then he said, I'm unable to chat. Besides, you don't hear my warnings about religion and politics. What are you talking about? I haven't talked about religion and politics for like 5 days. And I don't really talk about religion at all, really. I talked about politics sometimes enter into the fray in the true crime world at the same time, sure, I think he just made that up. Probably didn't want to be here anymore for something. Probably said the wrong thing, and yeah, he didn't like it, so now he's pretending that somebody blocked him, because none of us did. I'd feel hurt and confused about. Well, I know, Sandy. We get it. We all get that. You don't need to explain it like we're 4-year-olds. You do that a lot with your sort of condescending answers. I understand that he felt that way, but I responded to him and I told him that we didn't block him. And then he said, "Well, I can't respond." And then he had another negative comment. So I've already explained it to him. And he had another negative comment. So once I've explained it, that should be enough where you go, oh, okay, phew. Wow, sorry I felt that way. That's how it should be. All right, we don't need to have the sort of 2-year-old response. Everybody understands that, yeah, you would feel crappy. I think Lickner picks up a lot of viewers up from Discord and from Discord. Yeah, well, I post on X sometimes, like my previous stream was. No, it was being sort of mean. Yeah, so you can believe whatever you want to believe, but my response was, well, like he said, well, I can assume that I have been removed from your channel. Okay, I'll spend my money elsewhere. Good luck for your future endeavors, and God bless you. So that was kind of nice. And I said, why do you say that? We didn't remove you. You're a moderator. Look, they changed everyone's names to system names, he says. I'm unable to chat. Besides, you didn't hear my warnings about religion and politics. So that's something about that is his real answer. Okay? You get that, Sandy? So it wasn't like, why would you come up with something else after you've already explained? That should have made him feel better when you say, hey, you know, that's just not true. You're still a moderator here. And he's still a moderator. You know, if he wants to come back and say, you know, he realizes that he made a mistake because nobody screwed him over. He just sent me an embarrassing email. Right. Well, I understand that one makes sense, Sandy. I just said that a minute ago myself. He's not going to be able to admit that he was wrong because not one person here disliked him, nor did they block him or anything. There's just sometimes you have to sign out and sign back into YouTube, and then all of a sudden you can chat again. That just happens all the time. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's why he commented back with some other comment. That's probably the real reason. Yeah, platforms talking about Israel, that's not it. There's a lot of talk about it. There was a lot of talk about Israel. Maybe he mistook that for... Well, I mean, I was talking about the, you know, the battle over there. Well, I mean, why not? Yeah, I told him that. I sent him an email. I said, we are all wondering where we were. We even asked where the hell you were. You know, I figured he was just working at the bar. But apparently, I don't know. It might be a misunderstanding, but, you know, his response after I said, we didn't block, you know, whatever. I don't have time. I just don't have the energy anymore. You know? It's just one glitch after another that just sort of puts my channel in a really precarious position. It's not fun. But yeah, well, I mean, we combined the two shows. It was a pretty decent night. Not bad. Yeah, a little bit of a drama. I don't know what the hell that was. Eugene Citizen X. Hey, aren't you next to the Elantra they found in Eugene? You know, those idiots are still talking about that. The Elantra that was, remember the Elantra that was found in sort of Eugene, Oregon? And they all thought it was related to Koberger's case. And obviously they've been able to determine by its VIN number, etc., that it isn't it. Okay, well, I hope that's what it is, Sandy, but I don't understand why he doesn't just go, oh shit, let me go try that, or, you know, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the other stuff, we all understand that he was upset. Your first comment up there. No, he didn't want Harris to win. All right, just sent him an email. Oh, Mike Weber. Oh, are you Mike Weber, Eugene? Isn't that crazy having all these names that are just different? I sure do. I drove over it, took a picture, contacted EPD, and even wrote an article about it not being part of this case. Well, we were still sitting there? What's your normal name? Egg loves her 3 cats. I don't like this new @ thing. It just, I don't know who the hell people are anymore. Like their actual names, you know? Like I bet you if Leon comes in, it would be something like L975GMQ or something. Well, why did you contact they'd already known you weren't the one that turned it in, Eugene. Come on, don't try to claim that. That you're the one that turned in the vehicle. Nobody had seen it yet. You're the one, man. You're the guy. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not into the new names at all. Or are you just saying you contacted them about doing the story? I see. Yeah, I mean, that's how your name is. Like if I was to, well, I mean, I guess before you could tag it the other way. That's what I just said. But you didn't say that up in your comment. You left that part out. All right, let's see. Well, told them about it being there. Yeah, it had to be part of the case. Except the VIN number was from some other person, and obviously they looked at it, right? It's absolutely not associated with the case. It's crazy. People just don't want to, it just, I don't know. The pro-burger types, they latch on to something, and they just, if it's something that can sort of like in their own mind helps their client or, you know, their buddy co-burger out, they just go with it over and over and over again. But like I said before, with all the documents that have come out since his arrest, have you ever seen anything? That's not what my name is. Gray 135. That's not what it is. Mine is, I have mine written down. It's, well, let's see. Mine is Gray Hughes, @Gray Hughes Investigates, like this. I think this is my username right here. That's mine. Right? When I type, yeah, I mean, even when I type it in, I can see it right there. No, KK is KK. She just has blonde hair like Zozo. Because I don't know, that's my channel name. I have a YouTube channel, like a channel. You guys sort of have channel. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the same, but mine's unique. You know, there might be some other, and I don't know. Did you guys put numbers in your names? When you go to your YouTube channel, you know, everybody has a channel, I guess. And you go to your YouTube channel, and you go in the upper right-hand corner on a PC, and you can hit YouTube underneath. Once you click on that little circle with your picture in it, you can hit YouTube Studio, and then click the circle again in the upper right-hand corner, and then say your channel. That's how I do it. And then at the top in the URL, it says what your @ symbol is. And actually, even under your name, underneath your well, see, if you don't have like a channel, then you don't have all the, like, some of the stuff, but it should say, well, for example, look. See right up here? Right here. This is my Gray Hughes Investigates. It says right there at the same, at Gray Hughes Investigates. And then right up here in the URL, I don't know if you can see that, but it says at Gray Hughes Investigates at the end of the URL there. What do you mean? But for streams, what do you mean? Right now it's not, Natalie. You mean always let you, not lets. You mean let. Hi, Gray. I contacted the Moscow police regarding a case here in Australia. What? When tourist Theo Hayes vanished, his mobile was switched off, but technology we used to still track the phone it was. Why'd you contact the Moscow Police Department? Wow. Oh, you mean they used technology that could track his phone when it was off. I think it has to be like specific kinds of phones that still sort of send out intermittent signals or something. I don't think every phone is like that. I think the FBI would probably have something like that, don't you think? Yeah. I would think the FBI would already have something like that. Australia doesn't have something better on technology regarding cell phones than the FBI. How do you know, Gray? Well, I guess I don't. I guess because we built a bunker buster and you didn't, you know, maybe that, just throwing it out there. Well, you guys, I mean, obviously you guys know the FBI is really, like, you know, basically the world's best at that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what it says, yep. So you guys looked at your channel, and that's what it says there. And it's always said that, Jessica. It's always said that for your channel name. And I've noticed, haven't you guys noticed in the last few months that comments under videos have had the username like that from different people? Not just like today or yesterday, but like I've seen comments that people make with the different name on them. The comments under the video, you know. Haven't you seen that? Well, you can change your handle. You can't change. You can't though. I mean, you can change your handle. You can try to use it, get a different name on there. You can't change it. That's what they're trying to make it so that you can't do that. I kind of see what they're doing, by the way. But maybe you can change your handle, I guess. I mean, I don't know. If I was YouTube, I wouldn't let somebody change their handle after creating it. Because what you want is that people can't sit there and keep changing things around to trick people and, you know. Yeah, like there was numbers. See, mine doesn't have a number on it because I have a YouTube channel, you know, like everybody has a channel, but some people don't, they're not literally YouTube channels where they have a banner and, I mean, I guess in general they're the same. I mean, you could turn it into that by uploading videos. You have a pencil. Wow, what does that mean? Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think if you don't have a YouTube channel like mine, you might be able to change stuff. I don't know, but oh yeah, I mean, I guess I can right here. Look, right in this area. See that? I could change this. See, it's letting me choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. You can change your handle back within 14 days. Handles can be changed twice every 14 days. So I guess you can still screw up. So why did they do this? What's the point? What the hell was the point of that? Yeah, I just showed it to you. So how come yours isn't changed though, Natalie? That's what I'm saying. It's not changed. That's what you wanted it to be, but they're not letting people do that anymore. Yeah. So even if it says chat publicly as Natalie, you're not showing up as Natalie. Yeah. So it's different. Anyways, I'm depressed, so I'm gonna get out of here. I just feel that just sucks, you know. I like Leon Littlejohn. He was cool. Anyways, let's see. Thanks to Enigma or Natalie. M10 7943, Vicky White, M10, Dixie Turner, then Perfect Tilt, Dixie Turner, Christy Q282, Jessica Schubach, Roger Sellers 8668, new member, and then also Super Chat, then Jacqueline Prinsloo, then Dixie Turner, then Roger Sellers again. Thanks, Roger. And then a Christy Q282 at Lexi Staff, KK. I mean, that sucks for like at the end of the show when you're trying to do these names, you know. So why don't you guys go in and change your name to something, you know, even if you have to put an underscore and then your last name. Can you guys go do that? Yeah, so like, I mean, what you should do is change it to your actual name or something with, I don't know, whatever you had before. And then KK and then M10 for catching myself. Yeah. And then thanks again earlier from Lisa Valenzuela. And also we had one Sandy Shirley for PayPal. I only had one coffee tonight out of all the shows. Graymond. Graymond, man, dude. Like, totally, dude. All right, taking off, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for helping to work through some of these problems and hanging out, doing some Oompa Loompa songs. You know, all kinds of stuff going on tonight. And if you're out there, Leon Littlejohn, sorry for you feeling that way, but nobody blocked you. Nobody did anything. We've all just been wondering where you were. All right? So anyways, thanks everybody out there for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And, as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And Grandpa Joe, do better. Do better, Grandpa Joe. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a Crime dissector, plug rejector, I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gragel's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a specter with a vector. On
Hey, shut up, Greg.
Hey, what are you talking about? That's my rap. Just remember, I've a temper for
But I wanted to do it.
I have no agenda. I'm no pretender. And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. Any hinder. I'm gonna send ya. Will you shut up, Mary Lou? You'll feel offender.
Well, at least get the words right, Gray.
So I'll just get right back. Well, you interrupted me, Mary Lou. I was trying to sing my own rap, and you interrupted me.
But I sing that at the end of every show. Gosh, Gray.
Oh my God, Mary Lou. Why don't you quit smoking?
Okay, Gray. Good night.
See, Gray, that's mean. I smoke, and you made fun of smokers, and I just... Oh, God. Okay. All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys later, and be safe.